Well, in a season where the Sox they started 0-7, I think was the record that they started with, and they immediately started saying anybody that had been previously 0-6 had never made the postseason. People were not optimistic, that kind of thing. So you start right off saying this is going to be a rough year, and you walk in knowing it's going to be a rough year, and you just stay optimistic. They got to about July, I think it was, and had I think it was about an 11-game winning streak, and people were saying they're unbeatable, and they've turned it around, and so and then to have this collapse, I'll use the term everyone's using, the collapse, the big collapse of September 2011. It will be famous. But 9 games up in the beginning of this month, and then to not make the postseason after that it's tough. It's a tough pill to swallow. There's no doubt about it, but. The reality is, people going in knew it was going to be a tough season for them. I don't think people were overly optimistic when it first started. Their optimism started to climb, obviously, and certainly you get in there and you think it's going to happen. And but it's baseball. You can't think that you're a shoe-in every single time, and these things happen.
As a Yankees fan, I was happy to see that the Red Sox didn't even make the playoffs this year. It was talked about throughout the entire season. They pretty much maintained first place, stayed above the Yankees, and then even going into September, being 2.5 games up on the Yankees in the AL East. And then we were able to really look at it and say, okay, we have a shot at the wild card. But when it came down to the fact that we closed in and clinched the AL East, and then it looked like the Red Sox didn't even have a chance to make the playoffs, I was just hoping in any way possible for those Red Sox not to even get in. And then with the Rays coming back and winning, as much as I didn't want them to beat the Yankees, I was kind of happy to see that, because it meant the Red Sox didn't even have a chance to make it on and go any further than the regular season. And that's what ended up happening. It was just great to go ahead and go talk to all the Red Sox fans who bragged about it the entire season. What a great team they had, that now they're completely out whatsoever. And there's no shot at them even now getting a World Series title. So it was comforting from a Yankees standpoint to see that they got no shot whatsoever now.
So I guess we're back to saying there's always next year, and actually to quote Jimmy Fallon in Fever Pitch, he says that the one good thing about the Red Sox is that they're not like some friends, and they're not like some girlfriends, and they're not like wives. They're a guarantee. The Red Sox will always be there for you next year. So there's always next year.